Good afternoon and welcome to the DPL. We have our first series, first best of two for the day here on the Beyond the Summit 2 channel, iG.Vitality versus eHome. My name is Hades, I'll be a cast of all the games today. So just a quick rundown on what games we are going to be having on this channel. We have eHome versus iG.V right now. The next series, which should have been Keen Gaming versus IG, unfortunately will be postponed to tomorrow. So we have a bit of a break. And after that, we have eHome versus Max and CDEC versus Keen Gaming. Remaining. Right, so this is basically my first cast, and I just got back from GSC. Not say the first cast of the year, but first cast of the month. So I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. I mean, GSC was fun. It was a great event. But of course, always lovely to come back to cast some great Chinese Dota, especially since, Singaporean pride, rooting a bit kind of for Miracle, playing as the new carry he has, replaced Flyby and iG.Vitality. So we, when he came back to Singapore for a bit, we were just kind of chatting, getting a few drinks, and he was saying, he was owning, iG.V was owning all the teams, basically, they scrimmed against, except Rock. Why?
5 seconds.
So yeah, hello to all you guys in the chat, and yeah, I mean, from what I understand, someone did mention Mr. Core54, which said earlier on they beat Newbie 2-0, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hello Naga. And yes, all right. So we have ourselves a draft. The second phase is basically almost done, and iG.V taking out the Dark Willow. Okay, so this hero, from what I understand, very short cooldowns. This is a hero which, even from the support role and from pause 4, this hero destroys cores by herself. I'm still waiting for this hero to be nerfed. I'm not kidding. But interestingly enough, that even though Pangolia has also been put in captain's mode, this hero has also not been chosen yet. Like, I have never seen this hero picked. So this is, I'm looking for it. I'm still waiting for it. Maybe keep my hopes up. Maybe foolish for thinking so. But otherwise, let's talk about the current draft with the Witch Doctor and the Sand King pickup. So a very stable 5 and 4. In that case, the Sand King is also flexible enough to go into the 3. Kind of very reminiscent of KP playing on that pause 3 Sand King, like he does on Newbie. And eHome starting off very aggressive laning heroes early on. They picked the Chen, they picked the Bat Rider straight up. And if you guys know enough, ever since that Chen mechanic came in, started with Fnatic, right? Where Chen would basically send the entire creep wave back, and your off lane is basically hitting under his own tier 1 tower. And there's no way to stop this mechanic. So you think about it, a Chen and a Bat Rider, and that's only in the first minute. And once the camps spawn, it's already hard enough for your supposedly safe lane.
10 seconds
and
remaining.
Bat Rider is going to have such a good start. Basically, one level 2 by the time the next creep wave arrives, and by the time the neutral creeps spawn, Chen is going to come in, destroy that lane, and that's one lane automatically won.
Lion.
Alright, so Lion pickup. Also a good hero, a good 4 to see come back in. Not sure about the Lion 5. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell this game. But I would assume it should be the Lion playing the 5, not a 4. But Juggernaut pick for iG.Vitality. Also, if you guys
10
not sure, like,
remaining.
if you guys don't really know who Miracle is, yeah, Miracle is from Singapore, and he's on C. He played with First Departure, had a short stint with Fnatic, he played with Mineski. So Juggernaut is one of his trademark heroes. So if you guys are not joined the eHome side, however, Ing. This guy was from Keen Gaming. This guy here, it's not it. This is CTY. Ho. So basically what this Chinese word means in English is fire. HYM, Faith BN, and then it's Y Innocence, the Wings Gaming players. You guys will know them from, of course, the TI winners. So Shadow Fiend pickup here for iG.Vitality, asserting dominance. Okay, I like this. Ever since the nerf to the Necromastery cap at level 1, remaining. And of course the damage scaling from Razors.
5 seconds remaining.
That's always a bit different. Yeah, don't worry, there's no stand-in. There is no stand-in. But yeah, iG.Vitality, if you guys are not sure who that is, Sakata in July, dogfights, super. Sakata is he's such a good player. I've always liked his play, pretty much even since last season. He was doing so good. Alright, so how are you guys doing? Thank you all for tuning here on the Beyond the Summit 2 channel. Loving it so far. Loving the picks. Witch Doctor always that very, that's that one annoying 5, which brings you, not say a reliable stun, but it's just so much sustain, decent damage output if he doesn't get his ultimate cancelled, but even his Maledict alone
remaining.
destroys all things, right? But this is going to be a bit tricky. Like you pretty much need to reset the wave and forcing IGV into a supposed try lane unless they feel they're comfortable enough to deal with whatever's coming out here. Alright, so next big thing. Queen of Pain coming out. Queen of Pain is, you can tell that eHome, they're drafting to win lanes. And Ing, this guy, he's always been in the top 10 in Perfect World pubs. I've seen him, I think the last time I saw him a couple of months back at WESG APAC was, he was second, I believe.
5 seconds remaining.
So him being bought over to eHome from Keen Gaming to trade out Old Chicken, you know, it kind of feels like that was the move which was needed, especially since eHome currently, this roster is full of young talent. I mean, and I'm loving it, right? Because you got all this story of like players who are basically pub stars, building their way up to basically becoming this tier 1 team, which is eHome. But we have yet to see, you know, eHome, of course, playing any majors or minors yet. Hopefully, in time to come, we will see that change. But yep, the Queen of Pain should be able to beat out this Shadow Fiend in this, this mid, if it's a 1v1 matchup, of course. If the Chen decides to come in, Shadow Fiend will kind of struggle a bit, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just the way it is. Alright. Oh, okay, yep, thanks for the heads up, Corrupt. Pango isn't in yet. Yeah, my memory's failing me at the moment. But okay, yeah. So Omni Knight ban, Bounty first ban. Let's see. Yeah, these are all very stable bans. I'm not surprised that the Terabit was taken out as well. What will they pick for CT? Wise hero. They obviously want something which is a late game carry, something which will scale, carry them basically through the late game. Because right now, their lineup just screams mid-game. Like, it screams, we're just going to group up, we're going to take our towers. Anybody comes to defend, we pick him off, we burst him down. Easy kill, next objective. That is the plan. You look at iG.Vitality. Not exactly that easy to pick heroes up, but they have very good team fight. You always have your Wreck of Souls, nice Omni Slash, Epicenter.
Turn to pick.
But yeah, once again, like I said, this lineup screams mid-game. And the Lone Druid does pretty decent mid into late scaling wise. And of course, not to mention as well with the Lone Druid pick, you take towers very nicely with the siege damage out from, yeah, of course with the bear.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Tide Hunter.
Right, so Tide Hunter coming out right now, that's basically more team fight. And this is Vitality, their way of drafting right now is just saying, alright, if you guys are going to group up, take a towers, we're going to have superior team fight, and we're just going to fight into it. No fear. So this is basically like the clash between two titans right now, right? In terms of the draft. And playing on a 4 Sand King isn't exactly the easiest, kind of in a sense like a Nyx. But he does have an easier time with boots running down supports, especially with Caustic Finale. It's always going to be great chasing down heroes like a Lion. You know, Lion does very bad against Sand King. Chen, not so much, but if you think about it, if he ever gets to the point of building an Ags, run Burrow Strike through all the Chen creeps, extra damage output up. That's just one of the, one of the bright case scenarios
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, you're gonna have to pardon me, the OBS thing is a bit laggy in transitions. But yeah, that's pretty much our draft for game 1. That's gonna be, that's gonna be a Bo2. And yes, for those of you starting to tune in, Miracle has officially joined the IGV. He joined them, I believe, 2 to 3 weeks ago. And if you guys weren't sure, there were rumors that he was trying out for VGJ Thunder, which pretty much was true, but obviously didn't work out. And IGV still, nonetheless, that's a pretty good addition. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, IGV versus eHome, game 1 in this best of 2 of the DPL. And I'm Hades, all the way from Singapore, going to be your caster. This is going to be a good series. So introducing the Radiant side, Miracle playing on the Juggernaut. You will have Super playing on the Witch Doctor, Shadow Fiend played by Sakata. You're going to have Dogfights on the Sand King. In July, playing on the Tide Hunter. For the Dire side, you're going to have Ing playing on the Queen of Pain. So this is going to be CTY playing on the Lone Druid. You have Y Innocence on the Lion, Faith Bien on the Bat Rider with HYM on the Chen. Alright, so pretty standard. Let's see if the contest wins. But like I said, it's going to be the Chen Bat Rider off lane where they will look to basically destroy this off lane. Miracle, of course, going to the one first, anticipating that start
30
against
seconds to
the
battle.
Bat Rider. To get a ward damage, doesn't block the camp, but it should give him pretty decent vision. Like if you notice the trend, very rarely do you see offlaners place that observer ward in this particular area anymore. They want to usually get them around here, maybe somewhere here. On the occasion we can even nice do the block of the camp. Okay, it looks like Miracle. He's toying with the idea of contesting the rune. Super's walking up as well, Faith, and just laying out the napalm stacks. But pretty much it's gonna be one bounty rune.
Just what that
Super getting his own, so it's gonna be
ordered.
2 apiece as CTY picks up both the bounty runes. This is that very lovely mechanic change, of course, a bit earlier, a while back, where the initial bounty rune doesn't give you like 100 gold anymore. It's pretty much split 40, 40, 40. So Ing letting that range creep go first. Good plan, which means that the wave pushes in after this. That's going to give him a pretty good start. Sakata will get to last it pretty safely. At least for now, picking up the souls, as the Sand King wants to try and help salvage this lane. But, okay. See, blocking that creep, and like I said, now the creep wave's going to push in. Chen sent basically the entire wave back. And now he's just going to last it under the tower. Yeah, this is a mechanic which needs a bit of a change. Sand King is throwing out the constant stuns. He wants to burn out Ying's regen. In the top lane as well, in July, he's going to have a very hard time playing up against CTY on the lone druid going up against his time. The wave is pushing in, which will allow Y Innocence to reset the wave, getting the double pull off. That's a very interesting thing. I thought he would control the wave just a bit better. Meanwhile, Miracle, level 2 already. He's going to find himself with this entire wave pushing in tons of EXP. Super probably going to let this be a double wave to push out just so it balances, and Miracle... Oh, okay, now this is why to block the camp. He wanted to find that void, but an exchange which was much needed. Probably going to be like that battle free build up, very, very typical. I mean, I've seen funnier things on Miracle before, on his Juggernaut. I've seen him play Hurricane Pike Jug.
My
You
friend,
thought you think it was stupid, but in a sense, like what Scan saw the panelists at GSE said, you know, Scan said that in a sense, Envy and Miracle are kind of similar players. They have very unique trains of thought. They like to think about it very independently. But okay, Bat Rider getting a stun.
Double damage.
Gonna be okay. Whoa, trying for the play. He did blink up with the double damage rune, but quick TP in from Dogfights will force him to rescind his self-invitation into the radiant part of the map. But otherwise, CS, you know, iG.V, they're getting quite a fair bit. But 12 and 4 on this Talented, the wave is just constantly being pushed in. And it seems like they're not even getting any tower damage out. Good stuff. Alright, Shadow Strike onto Sakata. The stun from the back, that will be first blood. Double damage rune.
First blood.
Very worth. And basically that negates all the time spent from the Sand King when he did take a bit of time to try to harass the Queen of Pain out. So eHome do find themselves a tiny advantage with that first blood. Okay, I can see why you would block out this camp. Once again, throwing out the stuns and the maledict, but Super, yeah, you don't want to run into Faith behind like that. He has the boots. With the napalm stacks, he's going to try for the support kill. He's actually going to commit for this. Woo! But of course, with the Blade of Fury, Faith Bien will get the kill first. Super, will he take down? No, very close, using that stick in the nick of time. But he does get his Trunker boots up, so 1 for 1. Should beat the bounty runes a piece. Yeah, but as I was saying, like, why you would block out this camp so that, you know, when you double pull this, if you don't get the timing right, of course you may end up stacking the camp, and that's where the Bat Rider will just napalm, Firefly, bang. Stack's gone. But now the eHome supports guarding this bottom region rune. Dogs. Stun coming out. They have the follow-up stun. The Maledict, they should be able to get a line over here. Oh, the damage from the Chen. HYM with the return, and the battle of the supports will end up in a draw for this tiny skirmish at the bottom half of the river. 2 for 2, 4 minutes in, averaging a minute a kill so far. Pretty active if it's considering it's Chinese Dota. And Jug not going for the phase boots just yet. We are going to see a smoke up, however, from eHome. I mean, this brings me pretty much memories of eHome. Like when DJ plays Chen, he just maxes out the Hurley Persuasion, of course, gets Penitence up, gets 2 Satyrs, and the damage is amazingly disgusting. But yeah, taking care of the sentry. Dogfight is wasting 100 gold. Sakata, very good game sense. They may have seen the smoke actually. And you can tell the emphasis of defensive play here. Just making sure there's no way this SF can get flanked. Trying for the blind stun. Why Innocence will not find Super today. Two of my favorite supports, Witch Doctor and Lion. And HYM, he's just gonna pull or to cut that little neutral cramp, making sure that Super cannot push this. And it's going to be a ton of aggression here. As Faith Bien, Y Innocence, and HYM will look to pressure this bottom lane. Super does see the stun. He will get the stun out. Dogfight chasing him. They want to get the burst strike. Oh, but the double impale. Why? And of course, with the net, he catches Dogfights. And it looks like Faith Bien will find himself a Super. Miracle does get the first blood, however, onto HYM in that fight. And Miracle will run. It has the healing ward, not yet level 6. Dogfight's going to steal that bounty. And so, just constant even engages and skirmishes coming up between both teams. 1 for 1. Let's look at the middle lane. Like you can tell, Sakata is having a rough time. He's 18 and 10 to the 25 and 17 on this Queen of Pain. Surprisingly enough, all the 1s and 3s, the side lanes very evened out. Oh, those raises. If he can only find a follow-up stun. But now he knows that the Witch Doctor is here. Ying will take a slightly more passive approach. Interesting skill build as well. He actually went for the level 3 Shadow Strike. Alright, this is a meme build, right? But you can tell he chose to go for lane dominance. And Miracle, he knows that his support's off the map. Dogfights, he had an Invis Rune. Going to the Queen of Pain to get the stuns up. Looking for the Q raise. If the Maledict, will it be enough? I don't think so. Even if the Caustic Finale, this shouldn't be enough damage. Or will it? Nah, he'll be fine. But very good attempt. Did he have an... Yeah, he had an Invis Rune.
middle tower is under attack.
So a bit of a wasted attempt. And Ying taking it very, very cautious. You can tell. Shadow Fiend going for the immediate TP out. He is level 5 compared to the level 7 on this Queen of Pain. That's why I was kind of surprised that towards the end of the second phase they would pick up the Shadow Fiend so quickly. A Miracle has the Omni. He can only spin down the creep wave. He's thinking about it. Oh, they get the Coconut. They get the Burst Strike as well. Faith Bien will go down. Ying has TP'd in. And Dogfight get the Impale out. Can they get this kill? Sonic Wave flies out. Dogfight should be dying there. Get the Scream. Miracle. Ooh, gets the deny. Very nicely done. And they're going to chase for more. They have the Omni Slash still. Now going for the Omni Slash. Where he get the kill? He needs a crit. He needs 1 crit. Will he find 1 more click? He should be able to. We're using the phase boots. He gets the double kill. Miracle on the Jug. Very nicely done. That rotation from the Queen of Pain. And they threw an ultimate out as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So 812 gold swing flying their way. A 2 for 1 trade. But none of the kills go to eHome. That was a very nice and sneaky deny. So Faith ain't going to take the slightly more farm approach. Or they get the Burst Strike guard. Giving Big Miracle up to the top lane. Lone Druid, he's tanking in that Wolf Bear form, but they throw the Ravage out and Miracle finds himself on a mega kill streak.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
5-0 at the moment. 4.4k net worth. And he's looking for more. He has the Blade of Fury. He's going to chase this one down. Waiting for the phase boot. He's just going to go for the spin anyways. And of course, with the phase boot, he's definitely going to catch up. Gush to pick up the kill. In July, taking that one. And 7 and 3, iG.Vitality pick up themselves a lot more momentum in the first 10 minutes of this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Sakata still playing catch-up gaming. 2.3k in the bottom half of the net worth. It's been a rough lane. Who knows? Maybe he might. It's an SF. It might always. And now cutting the creep wave. They will take that tower. Very efficient play coming out here from iG.Vitality. And eHome, they need to figure out how to stall this momentum. The Bear's coming in big and angry to get the double impale once more from the Lion. The Bear's rooting. He's found the Sand King. Can he get the kill? He gets the bar strike onto the Lion. Miracle's already backed off. Going with the Penitence in July, taunting the entirety of eHome in this top lane. And they cannot kill this Leviathan. That Hood of Defiance is about doing work. Super is going to try and just help the SF out. TP's coming in as well. They have the bad right. They need to back up. That's the Blink Dagger debut. It's a trap. Sonic Wave on 2. Down goes Sakata. And Super as well. Looks like he's about to go down. Ing blinks forward with the level 3 Shadow Strike. Right clicky. Faith behind with the kill. And it's going to be 2 heroes down and the send back home. eHome showing that, hey, here's our form of efficient play. Very nicely done. Meanwhile, Dogfight's only at 683 gold. Not able to find that Blink Dagger gold. But Ing will scare him off. Take that bounty rune. He's going to find 2 and an Invis rune to boot. He probably would have tried to boot, try to build this up into an Urn of Shadows. No luck. 7 to 5, and eHome maintain a very tiny gold advantage. So Lone Druid, 1100 gold. Going to be that Radiance, I would assume. And the smoke up for Miracle and Super. With all this net worth, he's going to look to try and make something happen. Goes for the casual Yasha first. And then he can start to build his way up into that Battle Fury. He has the Omni Slash. Let's see if they can make anything happen here. CTY sandwiched inside the trees. They see the courier. They found him. Oh, the coconut's bouncing around with Death Ward, and down goes the Lone Druid. Won't even need the Omni Slash. Super claims himself a nice core kill. And this will be the cue to go to the top lane with the Ravage off cooldown right now as he starts to pile up that clarity. But meanwhile, in the bottom half of the map, Faith being scouted out by this very passive ward. And that's going to be the Dogs fights, Burrow Strikes, and TP's out. He will sacrifice the tier 1 tower. But the tier 2 is going down. eHome still trading pretty even. He's getting a bit of map control as Sakata remains in the top half of the map. We can look at this coordination coming out, the overall movement. Just so good to watch, in my opinion. And that will be a tier 2 tower.
I'll take your tribute.
They're actually looking, they're actually pinging out. They want to go high ground. Wow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, you don't usually see that mech into a Blink Dagger build-up as often as before. Now you tend to see, TIE Hunters go into Defiance, Face Boots, but no. TDP's in. They pretty much have figured out, or they can tell, where eHome are. Why instance, should be able to put a ward behind that tower. He's thinking about it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at
Radiant's
that.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's going to be another tier 1 tower going the way of iG.V.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Ying. Yeah, you can see they just want to go like
Radiant's
all the
bottom
sneaky play.
tower
He's even
is
gone
under
behind. He
attack.
waited for night vision.
Dire's
Placed
middle
his
tower
ward down.
is under attack.
Very sneaky
Dire's
stuff, and
middle
they're pinging it
tower
out once
has
again.
fallen.
Like, they should pretty much know that iG.V are retreating right now. As he bumped into him, Faith Bien. Or they want to try and get him here. If only they can find the vision. There is no uphill vision. Afraid of a trap, and in July will stand in front, the Vanguard. Taking care of the ward as well. And it looks like they will actually just want to push out the bottom lane and take out that tier 1 tower nice and easy. Meanwhile, Miracle still keeping ahead, 6.8k net worth. I mean, he has changed his playstyle a lot. I was speaking to Godot from Executioners. He said that, yeah, the last time he played a Miracle, he has adapted his way. It looks like he is one of the Chinese right now, and it shouldn't be hard. Miracle has played with a Chinese team previously, years ago before, I think during the times of first departure. He played with Rising Stars. I think that was with Johnny? I can't remember who else. But Faith Bien, we have yet to see a lasso. They could be grouping up for it. They have Wine Essence at the ready as well. They found the Shadow Fiend one more time. Oh, Sakata's nightmare game. He's getting stomped on so hard, literally right now. The healing ward comes out. Will the healing ward be enough to keep him alive? No, it will not. And the bear gonna try rooting around to the Sand King. And the god comes out over the top in July. Debut the Blink Dagger, and Y Innocence will go down. Miracle is dead. Can he kill the bear? Nope. Savage tried to chase him away. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. The Lion for the Shadow Fiend. And Ravage wasn't even blown yet. Double damage on this Tide Hunter. He's going to try and intercept this Queen of Pain. They have dogfights available here as well. Who's blinked up. They're pinging someone out in the jungle. HYM, who is slowly trying to build himself up into that Aghanim Scepter. They're pinging out CTY. He's heading himself to the east right now. 2,300 gold before he gets that Radiance. And the point of this draft was that once you get the Bat Rider Blink Dagger up, you want to go for these lasso pickoffs, give up taking towers, but July blinking forward, going straight into Lion. Oh, missing the Impale! And that's probably going to be him dead, maybe not. The Stomps saving the Lion. And if you're a super, do you want to try and sneak that Observer Ward? Heading straight to the bottom lane, CTY and Faith Bien might be able to find a Shadow Fiend one more time. But they do get the sneaky ward down. They're pinging it out. Faith Bien, I think he knows. Oh, going in for Gush immediately. They have the Bar Strike as well. The Shrine is there to try and keep him alive, but just out of range. And Faith Bien will end up going down to in July and Super in dogfights. So Miracle now about to build his way into a Battle Fury after the Perseverance has been built up. This Chen, I would have expected a lot more impact. I would have expected the towers to go down. But then again, it has been very hard. The supports babysit there, Sakata in the middle lane. But as being SF thinks, he's about to catch up. He was maybe like 2/3 the net worth of this Queen of Pain, but now he's just 300 gold behind. They have created a ton of space, not to mention taking away 3 towers. That's a lot of gold for him to catch up with. But eHome, what they need to do is pretty much start taking up the top tier 1, then they can maybe invade and secure these neutral camps. In July and Super, they will smoke up to try and rendezvous with Miracle in the middle lane. Having the Ravage available as well. Big opening if eHome can take out this bottom part against iG.V. Will they go for it though? They are smoked up. Faith Bien leading the way, the tier 1 tower. They sense that something is wrong. No one's showing on the map. Now they got the lasso up. They found the Sand King. They get the support kill. Not the biggest of losses over here. And Miracle and friends will still take the tier 2 as CTY claims the top tier 1.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're pinging out. It's like, no, just let me suck you the creep. I want my mana. The 10-7, very close game. Although they found someone, Sakata going for the wreck. Oh, he can't find it, mistimed it. And In gets the blink out. But now, the rest of the iG.V heroes heading straight to the bottom lane. They want the tier 1 back. iG.V about to complete that pipe. HYM immediately TPs out, but Faith Bien, he's going to try and cut that wave. Together with the Chen creeps TPing out. Let's see the TP. He will get out to safety. And iG.V will continue this strong push in the middle, in the bottom lane for the tier 1 tower. It's almost down. And strange enough, we have yet to see a Ravage. Like the way these both teams have been playing, it's pretty much the exact opposite of how you would have expected it. Like the way iG.V is grouping up right now and taking these towers, you would have wanted eHome. You know, that's eHome's game plan. And now they're forced to play into this very split push oriented thing. You don't want your Queen of Pain doing that. You want him to be fighting it. You want your Chen to be taking towers. And Miracle gets another tier 1 tower. He's got the Battle Fury up as well. Grouping up once more. Sand King has the Blink Dagger at the ready. They have the pipe. It's going to be a lot of damage negated on the side of eHome. It's so scary. So let's take a quick look at the map, mini-map. Like, this is all iG.V sees, but it's good enough. They just don't have any vision in the enemy jungle, none around the Roche Pit. eHome has pretty decent vision around this ancient area, so they can kind of guess in daytime. You can sort of see. But it just expired. Oh well, just saying that, right? Defensive wards, of course, 1 lane ward. And they have no idea. Hello? Hello? Where's my vision? coming up. They're going all the way in. Do they see anything? Oh god, this is a disaster. I can't... It's not working. Hello? Alright, I'm having hotkey problems apparently. But oh, Ying, they found him. The U stepped up into the air. Do they have detection? Yes, they do. The sentries that with the Omni Slash, but bouncing around. Not exactly landing on the right hero. It's landing on the creeps, but Dogfights gets that kill. They know where the rest of E-Home heroes are. And this is the cue to go straight to the Roche pit, I would assume. And yes, they will. This should be it. This is the network graph right now. It's heading their way. Very sick stuff. Aggressive play. And if you look at E-Home, they are nowhere near that Roche pit. And even if they wanted to, they cannot contest this. Pardon me, just give me a very quick one to try and search this out. But yeah, they do get the Aegis. Just hold on, yeah. Sorry about this, guys. 2 of 3, what's happening? Oh man, what's happening here? I cannot see that. Does anyone know where that hotkey is? Like, what's happening here? I cannot show the full view. But now, you know, HYM, when he has that axe, you love that golem, right? 2200 HP on that golem. Jug's the only one who can actually probably take that down. But you want it for the granite aura. It's 15% health increase in team fights.
Radiant's
Holy
middle
shit!
tower is under attack.
What's the hotkey? In July, pushing out the bottom lane.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
Yes, hold on. Holy shit. I swear to you guys, I did not mean for this to happen. Okay, tell you what.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like they're actually not going to bother to defend the tower. New meta of casting apparently. And this will be the tier 1 tower.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, my
attack.
keybinds are severely messed up at the moment. Okay, look.
Is under attack.
I'm just gonna do a quick
Radiant's
reconnect at this
structures
point.
are
I'll
fortified.
take your
My god. Game help! Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I changed nothing. What is happening? But okay, let's take a look at the Witch Doctor first. Well, he's got level 2 ulti. 1 Urn of Shadows. Thought the Sankin would be the one to build that up. He has the gem. I just realized that. So that's where he actually gets to have to control the map a bit more. And surprisingly, E-Home, they still have enough space on the map to, you know, place all these sneaky wards down and defensive wards. How do I fix the fog? What the hell? Anyways, they will go for a smoke gank. Oh, did they spot? No, they didn't know that was happening. E-Home. Go to smoke into 0 vision. A gets a double damage rune. Oh, the smoke is broken. They found one target. It's going to be Miracle. He has the Aegis. They need to. Can they kill him again? I think they just want to get out of here. Here comes Dogfights. He gets the stun. They get the razors up. Can they get the kill? That's the question. The U stepped up into the air. And Miracle try and spin him down. They do get the Wrecking Souls. Ing should die to the Maledict. And yes, he will. Super getting 1 kill. What a response here from iG.V. And this is pretty much the cue to go high ground. They still have the Ravage as well. Alright. Sorry about this, guys. I swear, like, the default keybind's not working for me. What the
Radiant's top tower.
flying father? Oh my god. But iG.V, they will be able to take this tower. Let's go from Even's perspective for now. The bear probably about to die down here. They got, oh, Hand of God to even try and save the bear. Is it? No, hold on. What was that? Oh, he wanted to send it back. Alright. So he kind of messed up. But 12-7, 4,000 gold advantage for iG.Vitality. A very narrow lead. Still doesn't mean they have won the game, and they will actually just choose to back off without the Aegis. No mana as well onto in July.
bounty.
Yeah, it's supposed to be F1, F2, F3, but in that sense, you know, you don't kind of, for some reason F1 isn't working for me. But now let's take a quick look again back to eHome's like perspective, right? You look at this right now, you can see they're forced to play in a very passive way, like they don't have vision on the enemy side of the map. And if you look at iG.V, they're just grouping up as well because they know, despite having the gem, which but hold on, the brow strike, ooh, why innocence? All they wanted to do was take that creep wave out. Yeah, iG.Vitality has the gem, of course. Give it to the tankiest hero. And there we go, just taking out the creep wave. Of course, Sakata, you know, I'm not even kidding, he was stomped on in the middle lane. You can see 0, 3, and 3. But he has caught up to a Blink Dagger, Yule Scepter, and a BKB. He should be able to basically max spicy any one of these heroes if he catches them out. Hold on, Faith Band, he's got the lasso up, he's got the Sand King. He's been caught out, surrounded by the bear, burning the Scorpion down. We're gonna cook him Beijing style, and there we go. Down goes Dogfights.
My thrift rewarded.
But now iG.V, they realize they cannot afford to split up anymore. They will try and find one. Here goes the BKB. Oh my god, and down goes CTY. Sakata getting his revenge. 1 kill at a time against eHome. If you're from C, you know what that means. It's basically come mid more, come mid more. Walk, 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 walk. Alright. So Y and Faith Bien, they're thinking about catching one more hero, but they don't have the lasso. They're picking out Miracle. They know that the rest of the iG.V heroes are basically caught out. They split up. They know it. And there's no way for Sakata to split. Let's think about going here, going for the Yule Scepter play. Whereas the Coconuts, oh, missing the raise. The 4-staff out for Faith Bien. And the waves are pushing in. This could be the Q. iG.Vitality still wants to use that Ravage. Arcane Wind, Bar Strike coming out. Just catching into the line. iG.Vitality coming in. Sonic Wave flies out. Doesn't really kill anything except just one clip onto the Sand King. Miracle will chip away onto this tier 3 tower. Fortification will come out. Faith Bien getting sent back home. And they should be able to take this tower. Creep is coming in as well. No backdoor protection.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And they will back off happy with what they got. And right now, if you're eHome, you don't want to run into this kind of terrain with no vision. iG.V, they're waiting for it. They're setting up the trap. But eHome will not be baited by this. They shall not get you baited. They have all these nice ancient creeps. They can just push out the waves by themselves. All is good. But no, here we're coming in anyways. And line goes down. Miracle, clicky, clicky, clicky. Wicked Sick Streak. And iG.Vitality getting the gush up on to HYM. HYM should be going down here. Do they have anything else to cancel? Enough damage maybe? Oh, HYM getting out. Hadn't got gonna be thrown out as well. A very close shave as Miracle pinging out the ancient creeps. And this is the key for them to go high ground. Meanwhile, Ing still trying to push up the top. Has a TP, but no BKB. It's just an Orchid and a Veil. The Rax will be sieged. It's to start to chip away. The Ravage still hasn't been used yet. And there will be one lane of Rax going the way of iG.Vitality as they back off together. Retreating to safety, 8,000 gold advantage. They find the TP out Ing, blinking out immediately, not even going to take the risk. And eHome, very little that they can do. Yeah, guys, trust me, I'm like spamming the F1 button. It does not work. Like, but oh no, they found the bear. If they can kill the bear one more time, I'm not sure if he has another summon. Very close call. He didn't have a summon for 15 seconds.
Dire's top shrine is
Yeah, sorry about
attack.
that, guys. Game 2 onwards, I won't have the Fog of War. So I do apologize for this for now. At least for Game 1. Pain Ying still cutting the creep wave. Able to TP out. He somehow kept the creep waves in their favor. And they're pinging out. They know where iG.V are.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
HYM, they decide to go into enemy jungle together. They want to farm it up. Y Innocence as well. 4-staff not yet built up. But they know that Miracle just took care of that shrine, building his way into a battlefield. And if anything, eHome at the moment, very low on physical damage output. Like if you look at the bear, right? It's just a Radiance and a Salcuras. He's the only source of physical damage output right now, and he's nowhere close to an MKB. iG.Vitality, they know that eHome are basically playing in this super, like, turtle kind of mode right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Okay, let me just do a quick reconnect. Hopefully that'll work out, right? It should be fixed. And if you guys are not aware, like the caster's camera thing, and compared to spectator mode, the top right, you can't fix it that way. It doesn't work that way. Casting in that slot is different. Right, we're back. No fog. There we go.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
But yep.
I'll take that.
Like, it is truly a skill to, like, I don't know, when you're playing as a lone druid, you've somehow kept up on farm, despite not having, many opportunities to, not a lot of time. And okay, yeah, the fog hasn't been fixed yet. I can't do anything about this, guys. I've tried. Oh, the courier. You see the courier? I'm gonna click on it. And oh, they found one hero. Oh no, but the blink catch up and Ing will go down. That was his 10-second BKB. He doesn't have buyback. And Miracle on the monster kill streak. 8-0 and 4. And your carry player from Singapore having a great start, which leading to what potentially may be a great ending in this game. But it's only game 1, right? In DPL, it's the best of 2. Meanwhile, this Chen ratting out the bottom lane, very reminiscent of this can't say Wisp days. If you guys know that Australian mixed team, C team, which used to pick Chen a lot and just rat the waves constantly like this with the lone druid. Cancerous as hell. They found one, it's gonna be a HYM. Dogface. The Shiva's got us there as well. Oh dear, he brings in the Ancient Creeps, he's gonna try and turn this around, but he may have just delivered a present. They're gonna try and bring down these Ancients. The Burrow Strike onto 3. Can they kill the Ancients? They will try to get the Centaur at least. 61 gold, and they just back out. And back into the Roche pit they go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Should be a very easy Roshan. Pretty sure eHome, they don't really think of contesting this. Miracle. Oh, Fabian, he tried for the steal. Tried to be sneaky. Maybe about to pay for it with his life. Fabian gonna get a right click down. The Bar Striker's there, but Miracle on a godlike streak. And this is the Juggernaut who now gets his butterfly as well. Ooh la la. The top lane still being pushed in with the bear. Using the Savage Roar, he's going to get a bit of damage output up, gets it back, sent back home. But IGV, they're already grouping up, they're charging down the middle lane one more time. Can they kill the bear? Ooh, they kill the bear, this would be a very big kill. Coconut's bouncing around, looks like the bear is about to go in. Does he have a summon? Yes, he does. He will be forced to use it. Actually, hold on, did he get sent back home? No, it did not, so there was a lot of gold flying away of IGV. And that's going to be them chipping away into the top tier 3 tower.
Dire's middle barracks.
Very little that he can do. Another Bar Strike comes in. Lion just explodes. And he'll be forced to buy back. Meanwhile, Lone Druid looks like a goblin for some reason. They want to find a way to initiate, but they don't have any ways to do so. Bat Rider as well, looking for the angle. Hiding behind the tree. The Bar Strike comes out. Oh, very quick Hex. Tyrant was about to use the Ravage there. Would have been perfect. But it looks like they have enough damage to bring him down with the Sonic Wave. The melee Rex will go down to Miracle. Now they get the lasso, trying to pick him up. Super goes down to Ying, and they find Sakata as well. It's going to be 3 heroes down inside of eHome, and they somehow win this team fight 1 by 1, tearing iG.Vitality apart. And the rest of the IGV heroes just waiting out in the top. Oh, Nicken finding the epicenter is going to be used. Going in for the Burst Strike. Do they have enough damage with the Manta Style? Wow, wow, wow. 20-11. And iG.Vitality, they find themselves a big pickoff. But the damage has already been done as they did get one more lane of melee barracks. this jug. Now he's gonna go into a nullifier. This is a big item. It means that he can initiate. Like, he can go. And heroes like the Queen of Pain, you know, your Bat Rider, you're gonna have a very hard time. BKBs are basically non-existent at that point. I mean, it could have been worse. Like, why Innocence? You have to commend that play the very exact moment that the Tyranitar came in. Bang, hexed up. Otherwise, that would have been a 5-man Ravage. No kidding. Yeah, I know Artifact hinted at new heroes, but I'm pretty sure this is not one of them. They're picking out, oh, in July, he's found CTY, gonna use that bear to try and cancel any Blink Daggers just in case. Good micro. Tiny detail, but still pretty impressive. So bear, yep, he's gonna try and build his way into an MKB. Meanwhile, the rest of the iG.Vitality heroes, no vision once again. But they will try to push out that bottom tower. Secure that last tier 3, perhaps even get their way towards Mega Creeps. It's really interesting how we haven't seen that many Ravages this game. But just having the threat of that team fight, you know, it just keeps you on your toes if you're E-home. Slowly yet surely, they will push their way into the dire side base. They have a ward down there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Looking for that play. Smoke. Dogfight. Oh, the Ravage comes out only onto 2, but it'll be on the support. Will be enough. Ing! The Nullify not enough to kill him down. And of course, laying out the Voodoo Death Ward. Faith Bank gonna take a couple of hits and looking to try to cancel Y Innocent, but he cannot. Nice Savage throw, but only chases his way in July. Ing coming back in for round 2. And Miracle is like, alright, going back into the tower. Omni Slash has already been blown. They're going back in. Oh, this Lion! That Barrage Strike to finish him off. He also to cancel off the Orchid Silence, going to go for a bit more. Miracle so chipping onto the tier 3 tower. It's okay, getting root, Radiance, and it looks like Miracle will lose that Aegis. Bear, down he goes. Doesn't have another summon for 2 minutes. This could be the end right here. Is E-home not able to hold. The Epicenter coming in, going straight to the back. They're going for the secondary Bear. Can they get it? Ing BKB about to run out. He's going for the Sonic Wave. He will finish off. Dogfight still holding that lane of Rax. Miracle lassoed up, being pulled to the tier 4 towers. They just want to rack him down, but the Coconuts are just bouncing around.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
And the melee barracks will end up going down one more time. The Nullifier play. Faith the end gets the right click down. Down he goes. GG from CTY. 20 to the 12. And they will go for more fountain diving time. Davai, let's go. And it's not like Ian had a bad game, you know. I mean, the score says otherwise, but I feel like he created so much space. What a game. So that was only game 1 of this amazing best of 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning on to be on the Summit 2 channel. I'm Hades. If you enjoyed the cast, any feedback, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Hades.TV. Of course, we will have one more game for you after this in this best of 2. The next series has been postponed, but we'll be taking a bit of a break, and we have 2 more best of 2s after this one on this channel. If you guys are, of course, interested in this Chinese Perfect World Dota, what a series from Miracle. Great stuff. 12-0 and 6, 24k net worth. Super farmed. I mean, CTY, he was farming up, he's keeping up. I was very impressed. But they just weren't able to, execute their draft to the way you wanted it to. So very, very good stuff. So of course, we'll be taking a quick break as we prepare ourselves for game 2. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to show some love on social media. Here on Beyond the Summit 2. We'll be back for more DPL. Taking a quick break. See you guys soon.